Yo, what's going on YouTube? What's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for hitting play today, man. Today we're gonna go ahead and check out right here. We got MITCH RYDER, Devil with the Blue Dress on, and Good Golly, Miss Molly. All right, this is a medley. It's a medley. On my last video, I said melody. I think because the donation request said melody, and I said melody without even thinking about it. And in editing, I caught myself, and I was like, let me type up that I meant to say medley. And I'm like, nah, people will get it. Maybe I should type it up because there's always the comments. It's medley, not melody. Like, it's just, guys, we get it. We get the message. We know what it is. All right, so we got Devil with the Blue Dress on, Good Golly, Miss Molly, the medley. Okay, so let's go ahead and read off the donation request. It says, there were some great rock and roll bands in the mid to late 60s that had a few hits and then disappeared from radio. One of the hardest rocking was MITCH RYDER and the Detroit Wills. I'm not familiar with MITCH RYDER or the Detroit Wills, so we're going to go ahead and check them out today. First time, man. It says, this is a traditional 50s style rock and roll. So, band, MITCH RYDER and the Detroit Wills. Song, Devil with the Blue Dress on, Good Golly, Miss Molly. Short but sweet and hard rocking, man. I like some hard rock and roll, man. I'm really learning what rock and roll meant, right? I've always heard the term rock and roll growing up. Didn't really identify what rock and roll meant, but I have a good understanding now of what true rock and roll soul is. Okay, I'm being able to listen to some amazing people here. My last reaction to some rock and roll was some Jerry Lee Lewis, man, and that thing was wild, right? So this is true rock and roll. Gets your blood pumping, your spirit jumping, man. Love it. Let's go ahead and dive into this one, the medley. All right, let's hit play. Before I do that, don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the description before you guys go. All right, here we go. Trouble.
Good golly, Miss Molly.
Switch up. Hey, that's hot. So high energy.
Look once again, here she comes.
drumming. Dude, they got me twisting my leg into the floor just on demand, man, over here. Like, I don't think I've ever twisted my foot into the floor kind of like the twist does before in my life. But here I am a few songs into rock and roll, and I'm just like, I can't help it. It must be a natural reaction to hearing some rock and roll, twisting that leg into the ground, man. This feels good, man. Devil with a Blue Dress on, Good Golly, Miss Molly, another straight rocker. I love when the music kind of dropped off and that drumming's just keeping that nasty beat, that nasty rhythm while he's singing over it. But it's the soul of rock and roll is just crazy. It's crazy, right? I gotta say, the only music that used to get me this hype was listening to some good rock, right? It could be heavy rock, it could be rock. I'm not familiar with rock and roll though. So getting deeper into the roots of the music that I learned to love growing up in my years is just crazy because it's giving me that energy, that same just, that raw, filling you, amping you up, man. Rock and roll is so dope. It's a blessing to humanity, man, honestly. So this is fun to get into. Man. So let's learn a little bit more about this one. Thank you for this donation request, man. You woke me up, man. You woke me up. All right, so we got Devil with the Blue Dress right here, released by Shorty Long. Okay, and it was covered later on by Mitch, RYDER, and the Detroit Wills. This was originally released in 1964, covered in 1966. Okay, and on this one, song information that I thought the stories being told is crazy here. It's like he knows he's gonna get in trouble. He knows this woman is bad juju, but he can't help it, right? She's looking so fly, so nice. He knows what he's in for. Let's go get our lash, right? Let's go get whipped by this girl, man. Let's go. Let's move in. So it says Devil with the Blue Dress was originally released by Shorty Long's debut single on Motown in 1964, but the song failed to chart. The song describes a femme fatale in a blue dress and not an actual devil. Yeah, for sure. 2 years later, Mitch, RYDER, and the Detroit Wills recorded the song at Bell Sound Studio in New York City as a medley with an original arrangement of Little Richard's Good Golly, Miss Molly. Their version was notably more up-tempo than Long's more blues-influenced rendition. So, I don't know if what I got here was what you were requesting. Now it sounds live, so I don't know if you were requesting the one that I picked. There wasn't a link, so I just googled it. I pulled up the one that was from it was uploaded from Mitch RYDER's YouTube channel, so hopefully I got the right one here. I'm not sure. Looks like Good Golly Miss Molly was the cover also. It says of Little Richard, so you got Little Richard right here. Good Golly Miss Molly, released originally in 1958. It doesn't go on to talk about the year that it was covered from Mitch RYDER. Okay, but that thing was bumping, man. It was jumping. I appreciate the donation request. Let me know if I got the right one or the wrong one. If I got the wrong one here, I could double back and try to make it right there. So appreciate that. Thank you for the donation request. Thank you for rocking me out today, man. I greatly appreciate it. It was an awesome song. Good experience right here for me. So thank you guys. Let me know more from Mitch RYDER or any of the other artists talked about and featured right here with the original creations of the songs. I'd greatly appreciate it if you guys put me on more that you guys want to see featured right here on the channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the description, man. I hope y'all were rocking and feeling as lively as I was today, man. Awesome. Consider becoming a member here on my YouTube Patreon. $3 is all it takes to greatly help if you guys are enjoying the content. Thank y'all, and I'll see you on the next one, man. Peace.